What's up? Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. We are ready to watch episode 15 untuk Mushoku Tensei. Aku tahu aku dah banyak tak upload video ataupun aku macam senyap sikit kat YouTube sekarang ni. Got some personal problems. So untuk sekarang aku fokus pada keluarga aku dulu sebelum aku sambung balik dengan video. So right now aku nak fokus kat keluarga. Nanti aku akan sambung untuk buat balik konten. Sorry lah kalau aku macam senyap sikit kat YouTube sekarang ni. That's literally it. I'm having some personal issue and nanti aku akan sambung balik. So I'm sorry kalau apa tu nanti aku akan sambung balik and aku akan buat video penerangan kenapa aku senyap for no reason. But we are not here for that. Aku rasa semua dah ready untuk masuk kepada kita punya watch party and I think we are ready to watch it. Episod kali ni aku tahu akan lebih chill. Kita akan relax je. Dia tak ada macam serious. So aku siap ada nasi goreng kat sini just untuk aku macam santai. Episod ni episod santai. So let's just watch it, man. Let's go. Panas sangat. Let's go, episode 15. Let's go. Oh wow, banjir. What's up? Wow. So episod ni diorang tersangkut kat kawasan apa tu Beast People ni, pasal dia hujan lebat and dia kata jalan pasal banjir teruk. Smell of sexual arousal. Are they trying to get themselves cancelled? Are they trying to get themselves cancelled? Come on. Again, not wasting any time. We got OP tapi apa tu? It's gonna be a video on top of the OP. Oh my god, is that Twin Tails? It is Twin Tails! Twin Tail Aries, oh my god! Holy shit, that's so cute! It's Twin Tails Aries, macam mana kau... Aish. Dia Rujit pergi tolong untuk selamatkan. Hidup lagi. Oh shit, aku kena mati. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Oh. Oh my god, the Twin Tail Aries is so cute. Holy shit. The Twin Tail Aries. And that's going to be the opening. Let's go. Kita dapat back-to-back anime opening from Mushoku Tensei. Let's go. Cakap bahasa manusia. Ya, jaga bahasa manusia. You akan terus balik keluar. Oh no! Gilin! It's a... Oh, Gilin! Oh no! This is going to be an awkward winning episode. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Oh, the air completely changed. Oh no. So. Ooh. Gillian is such a lovable character, but yeah, dia punya past history, yeah, dia tu. Good, show more emotion. Are they going to continue on? Kau cerita yang Gilin boleh buat matematik. Yes, dia boleh buat matematik. Dia wait, is it in focus? Dia boleh buat matematik, dia boleh buat magic, dia boleh menulis. It's not the same Gilin yang kau tahu dulu. People change. Doesn't matter in anime or in real life. People fucking change. Tapi kadang-kadang orang tengok kita pada zaman dulu je. Ada yang terasa? Aku terasa. Oba-chan! Alah. Ya, beritahu lah. Don't worry, she's... Yeah. Oh, lol. True. Damn, Aris is so mature. God damn. It's so. She's so mature. This episode alone nak tunjukkan Aris dah. Dah matang. God damn. Kalau rajin lah ya, kau boleh manually search sebenarnya dalam channel aku. But making a video aku tak tahu. Aku nak edit tau. Oh shit. Kau pergi ke channel aku, kau search Mushoku Tensei, kau dapat tengok semua daripada episod 1 Season 1 aku dia. Aku rasa aku dah miss beberapa. Alah, cili sangkut lah. Are they going to animate that? Jangan main-main. Wait, oh come on, please show. Aku nak episod akan datang. No, aku rasa episod ni diorang nak fokus pada Gilin dengan apa tu, The Root ataupun apa tu, Monster Region. I think it's Beast Region. Sword King. Yeah, he is. Oh, come on, don't fucking laugh at that, bro. No, she's not. Hey, what's up, Hound? Hey guys, kalau kau sempat pergi ke channel Hound himself, pergi subscribe dengan dia, because he's making a lot of content. Kat Facebook dia lagi banyak kalau kau nak tengok. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Aku tunggu pukul 12 untuk episod baru ni keluar. Download terus and immediately tengok. Mostly kat Twitch now dia. Malah Twitch, kasih link, aku letak terus kat bawah. Oh man. Boleh, nanti aku cuba tengok. Oh shit, they skip 3 months? Holy fuck. Oh my god, they skip 3 months. Nothing much in the 3 months. Dia just tunjuk banjir tak berhenti lagi. Ya, dia akan pergi ke tu. Okay. This episode is hard to watch. God damn it. It feels so... It's sad. Well, kalau nak tunjukkan dengan cara dia orang skipkan time, lagi kat sini, dia orang tunjukkan yang awal-awal ni dia masih tak reti nak guna pedang segala. No, next episode is not going to be hard to watch. The next 2 episodes wait. Pasal yang ni punya. It is the next episode. Oh shit. No. Next episode is just the build up. Next 2 episode itu yang baru susah. So okay, time skip yang dia buat kat Mushoku Tensei ni, the director for this show is actually quite genius dengan storytelling. Dengan time skip dia pun dia tak teruk sangat, because this one dia nak tunjukkan dia perempuan ni masih tak reti berpedang. Then dia terus skip kan untuk dia dah boleh guna pedang macam biasa. So I know it's going to be a time skip. I didn't know they're going to skip 3 months pasal at that time just filter for your audio, it sounds good. No, this is all like biasa punya. Aku tak letak apa-apa filter. Like literally, if I go to my gameplay, audio filter, then it's not. Man, finally glad to know someone who knows. Bro, I read the novel 7 times sampai volume 25. So I actually finished. I started reading the novel like 6 years ago. Masa tu dia masih web novel lagi. Dia belum lagi apa tu, you know, officially translated. Aku banyak kali tengok cerita ni, so I actually know what's going to happen. But I'm head out. Like, oh, thank you so much, bro. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, this is literally my old microphone. It's just closer to my mouth. Yeah. You too, man. Nanti apa-apa kita lepak lagi lah. Lama dah tak lepak. So let's just continue watching. So I'm rambling on because this is like my favorite show. Oh, still trying to order the other volume, but fucking hell, all of the volume is sold out. So I only have like volume 1 of the novel. Aku tak sempat lagi nak beli all the other volume. But volume 1 is here. So volume 1 I waited for like a few months untuk dia sampai. So yeah, I got my volume 1 of Mushoku Tensei. Next 2 episode. God damn it. You just reminded me of the next 2 episode. Oh, I'm going to cry like a... Fuck. Sorry, not going to spoil anything. Not going to say anything. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you for the sub. You don't need to sub to me because I don't speak English that time. Mostly I'm going to speak Malay. So, aku tak tahu. I don't know. If you want me to speak English, I can speak English with you. Okay, tadi kita skip sampai sini. Me leave. Ah, so sad. Legit? Kalau lah boleh buat hijaukan rambut dia tu. Are they going to make the filler episode, or is the filler is going to be the movie or OVA? Oh my god. It's just cuteness. It's not aroused. Come on. Are they not showing? Oh god. Are they going to skip that? They're going to skip that, right? Oh, you hold back. Aries. The twin tail Aries is so fucking cute. They are going to skip it. Are they skipping it? I don't think they are. Fuck. Tak apa. Lepas episod ni aku terangkan apa benda aku masukkan dengan dia skip dengan dia tak skip. Dude, the OST for this show is fucking beautiful. They made a fucking new studio combining 2 best studio just to make this show focus on Mushoku Tensei. This is they are talking about Gillen. Yeah, this episode is more towards Gillen. I like it. Like in the manga, dia orang tak terangkan banyak sangat pasal Gillen masa arc ni. Tapi kalau kau nak tahu Gillen lebih, kau kena baca novel. But I'm happy that in the anime they are focusing one episode on Gillen because of how important she is to Aries. Oh, ya dia pun aduh. Come on, don't be angry. Aries tak marah. Aries okay. So what's up? Welcome. Aries Zenith POV, I feel like they're still going to do it. They're still going to do Aries apa tu Zenith punya POV. Pasal dah pernah buat sebelum ni. Tersin. Oh, is this part? Okay. Oh, do they have enough time? What's up? Hello. He's so cute. Tengok anime ni. Takkan aku nak tengok. Takkan aku nak main game. Oh. Yeah, I know. Don't give too much clue. I don't want to give any like hints onto on the what does it mean? Eh? Oh, it's so cute. I can't love this. I love this episode. Oh my god, dia cantik ya. The twin tails, man, the twin tails. Kalau dia pakai Megane lagi best. Is that it? Why was that? Aku tak tahu aku nak cakap ke tak. Yeah. Aww. Oh fuck! Are you serious? Aku tak cari mana yang belah. Tak apalah. Let's skip. Go. Aku tengah cari mana part yang aku nak terangkan tu. One attack, that's all you need, brother. One attack. Rambut siapa yang putus dulu? Hah? Hah? What the fuck is going on? Macam mana dia kalah? What the fuck? Otak aku keliru. They have clash of TK which we won. Ya, aku sebenarnya tak faham macam mana dia boleh menang. Okay, aku nak tunggu episod dia habis buat aku nak cakap. Aku tengok anime apa? Tengok title. Where's Gisu? Where is Gisu? Where the fuck is Gisu? Don't tell me they're going to change that. There you go. Oh my god. Perfect timing when I say where's Gisu. Gisu, tolong ajar aku macam mana nak masak. I can't do that. I'm still pissed off. I can't find where is it. Oh, the 7 grades. Oh. Oh my god, they are skipping so much. We just check out. Oh, this is just the game. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are not explaining too much, but I guess it's fine. They're all dead. Yeah, they're all mostly dead. Sudah mati mampus dah semua. And is that the end? They didn't show it, they skip it. Okay, wait. Is that an important... Okay. Let me just go to gameplay real quick. Wait a minute. Where's my webcam? There you go, that's my webcam. So... Get here. No. Are they here? Yeah, it is here. Okay. Bukan ke... Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Okay. After the end. What do you mean after the end? Is there anything after the end? I don't watch after the end. Okay, what after the end? There's nothing. Oh my god! Nope. Nope. So, okay. Let me just see. It's volume 4 kan? Mushoku, Tensei, LN4. Let's just go to the wiki real quick. Where's the images? What's this? This is when Gilin. This is the cooking thing. Am I wrong? Isn't there a section where they were fighting with the... I guess I am wrong. I think my memory is wrong. I remember that Rudy was learning how to fly in this chapter. Did that got skip? Okay, this is still in the smuggler. Guess what's going on? Appear, however. I can smell it. Okay, wait. I have no idea. Am I wrong? Did Rudy learn how to fly in this? Oh, we have Rujat punya POV that we skipped. Okay, that's one. Rujat punya POV. Okay, that's one that we skipped. But, god damn. I don't really care because, you know, as an anime character, they need to know how to fly. But I remember that part when no cost apartment, because I remember on that part when they were learning. Rudy was learning how to fly, and he got stuck. So he was flying. He was able to fly, but he fell down because it was too high, and he don't know how to slow down to go back to the ground. So he fall. He hurt his leg, and he was attacked by a bunch of wolf. And it was still raining season. It was still raining season at that time. So he fell down. He broke. It's not. I don't think it's broken, but I think he fractures his leg, so he can't rock. He can't walk or run. And a bunch of wolf was attacking him, and he was like, don't know what to do. So he did Frost Nova, and froze the whole entire forest, including the wolf. So that was his first Frost Nova, which is the same Frost Nova as Roxy's, and also learning how to fly. Because I feel like that is quite important. The Frost Nova is actually quite important to know. Okay, I'm going to be here for a while, guys. So if anyone know what I'm talking about, please tell me. What they have passed to box. I started wandering around. It was a village after all, so nowhere put equipment. Fundamentally, it's a private houses. At one point, enter pathway. Blah blah. Yo newbie, as you get out, yeah, towards me. Police have figured out. Blah 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 blah. Do we have pets? Do we still haven't started? Do we rest with secret magic? Howl. So he was learning how to. Okay, this one I understand why they skip it. I know in the novel he was trying to learn how to do the howl to paralyze the enemy, but he didn't manage to do it because it's part of the vocal cords. The differences of the vocal cords. He's talking about Roxy. 1 month have passed, the monster appeared in the village. Okay, this is where I feel like this is where it is. An instinct like monster similar to water tree appears on top of the water and jump off, blah 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 blah. However, it seems like a beast face monster. I walk into the village with it was dangerous. Thought you were a warrior village protecting. Okay. They won't ask for warrior for help. Offer blah 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 blah. Have passed. So this is the part that they skip. The whole like, oh, this is the first part, and suddenly the third month after that, like, god damn, it's so fast. Get along together well. The man can't read the mood. MC lemah tak? Lemah. I feel like Rudy is so weak. But that's the best part because we can see him grow. He is not overpowered from the start. That's why I love this show. By the way, I'm sorry because we haven't talked. Class. So she was talking about that. My hobby is observing people. Okay, normally you can imagine that it seems like okay. Two months have passed. I'm still trying to look for this motherfucking section. I'm sorry, guys. Number of races. Aku tengah cari. This is the warrior of base. I couldn't think anything I needed to do, so I decided to start practicing my magic. Okay, I think this is it. Then I suddenly thought of an idea of using wind magic and try to fly. There you go. This is it. Okay. Page 279. So I was not wrong. It is in here. They cut this off. Okay, so let me read for you guys. Aku translate ke bahasa Melayu juga. Dia bosan dan dia rasa macam pedih hati yang dia tak dapat berborak sama-sama dengan Jet. Aris pun dah ada kawan-kawan dia yang akan main sesama. So dia tak tahu nak buat apa. Dia rasa macam okay, tak apalah kalau gitu aku pergi nak cuba praktiskan magic aku. So dia boleh controlkan air aluran air, try to, dan juga cuba untuk bekukan juga. Lepas tu pada waktu yang sama, aku nak fikir untuk praktiskan magic angin supaya aku boleh terbang. Okay. At that time I was caught and unable to run away was because okay. So cerita yang sebelum ni dia pernah kena tertangkap dengan situasi yang tak sama, dia tak ada cara untuk nak lari. So dia cuba untuk terbang untuk mengelakkan daripada dia kena tangkap. Selepas tu aku keluar daripada kampung itu, aku jalan sedikit, lepas tu aku bekukan sedikit, bekukan air kat bawah tapak kaki aku dan pergi pada tempat yang terbuka. Aku potong pokok sikit bagi tempat tu besar. Of magic stone pillar. Okay, now then for starters, the light feeling tornado, watch what happens. So dia buatkan tornado kecil bawah kaki dia. Dia terbang 100 meter ke atas per second. Like I'm just kidding, I blew up like a leaf. Then I realise dia terbang tinggi sangat sampai dia ke awan. Dia tak tahu pada dia boleh seringkan macam ni. Bila dia sampai ke kawasan awan, dia rasa takut. Dia terus rasa takut untuk jatuh ke tanah dengan speed begitu laju. Dia guna foresight mata dia, physical ke right hand, bla 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 bla, tapi terlalu lambat. I heard a sound of lumber branching, bla 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 bla. Dia trauma dengan apa jadi sebelum ni. That's why aku cakap magic ni pun tak kuat mana. Dia belajar daripada kecil. Kau kena tengok daripada volume 1 kau dapat faham yang dia sebenarnya lemah. Lepas tu dia jatuh. Apabila dia jatuh ke bawah, dia langgar beranting pokok segala, pap. Maybe they do that in the next season after Rudy becomes I don't think so, because this is so irrelevant in the next part. I still feel like this is so irrelevant. But it's not irrelevant when he's fighting the guy. When he's fighting the guy, it's not that irrelevant because he needs to fly. And also the Red Canyon, the dragon thingy, I can't remember the name. Okay, by the time my bodies were broken, bone fractures. Okay. Not epic fight lah. Okay, pasal dia jatuh ke bawah, tulang dia patah. Okay, bone fracture. My nose was bleeding all over the place. Fracture for the water, blah 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 blah. With my entire body pretty busy, they managed to cast healing incantation. So after the monster started appearing, but instead of my blood, a rainforest lizard. I clearly hear the sound of a heart beating. I continue to defeat the monster when they come out, one after the other. This one, monster lower jaw. Okay, there you go. This is the part that I was waiting for, but they didn't animate it. So ni dia dipotong daripada anime. With my right hand, I just keep freezing the surrounding water and stop their movement, then firing off earth bullet to destroy their heads. Blah 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 blah. After I defeated all, I started to pile up the bodies. Before that, I can realize can dug out. I don't know my current location. Just the fact that made me uneasy. I have to say something. Somehow the village shouldn't be all the way that far. I continue to tell myself to be cool. My head got healed up by judgment with being dealt in. First off, I freeze the water nearby. After I created. Okay, there you go. Then monsters, blah, 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 blah. He come walking along the ice along the race warrior. I feel relief. After that, I feel a bit of tense after left negligent in some place. Really, what's happened? Just a bit of training. I didn't say anything about dying. I see this is the first time I seen you got serious. Yeah, this is actually the reason why I want this. Bila Rujit finally nampak, finally realize the strength of Rudy. I see. It's the first time I seen you got serious, and it is really intense. When the whole village froze over and covered in ice, I was wondering what's going on. This is the part that I was hoping to be in the anime, but I also understand that there's not enough time. Yeah, dia bekukan seluruh kampung tu pasal dia nak cuba selamatkan diri. All the monster were frozen. Yeah, I helped transport it there. I gave my all, blah 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 blah. If Roger is here, it's not a secret training, blah blah blah. The beast warrior went around looking for the rainforest lizard in the surrounding, and the head crushed by shivering in fear. After that, I learned the experience and started practicing using my wind magic to fly in the sky numbers of times. So, dia dah cuba untuk belajar and dia dah biasakan dia untuk terbang. So, this is such a waste that they didn't animate this, but I understand as well. Macam tak kena je. Kenapa tak kena? Mana satu yang tak kena? Cuba terangkan mana satu yang tak kena. Earthless, blah blah blah, uncertain magic. So ini dah tak ada dah. So yeah, literally this part yang aku mengharap diorang animate, tapi diorang tak kena. So it's page 283 in chapter 4. So this is the part that I really want to see them animate, but they didn't animate. It's fine. I don't think it's a good idea to put 3 episode in the beast area. Aku rasa tu macam bazir pula kalau 3 episode dekat sana. Boleh ni. Okay. So it's good. You skip. You know, they could add this after the next 2 episode. Having a flashback for this is really, I don't want it to be a flashback. Yang dia bukukan, yeah, he froze the whole, I don't know. I actually don't know where to watch anime. I have no idea. Is it here? Let's try. Okay, let's try to see this. Right now, okay. Let's just skip some stuff. Roxy drug, so that means it's going to be there. Oh, fuck me. Wait a minute. Is it here? Volume 5 to so volume 6. God, it's so hard. I don't read manga that much. Tapi yeah, he actually, as a part of the story when they move up. Yeah, kemungkinan dia ngomong itu. But yeah, I don't read manga. I have an app on my phone to read manga from, so I don't use Manga Fox. You know what? Let's watch something while we eat. Let's watch some skip content. Let's watch some skip content.
Rudeus Grey Rat is one of the more unique isekai protagonists. Not particularly in the way
Go
his
watch this guy.
character
This guy is
portrayed,
amazing.
but more so in the way that he's developed.
Aku nak makan dia.
What I mean is that every aspect of his power has some form of explanation to it. He's not overpowered just for the sake of being overpowered, but instead we get to understand how exactly it is he obtains.
Oh my god, have you guys
Explanation to it. He's not overpowered just for the sake of being overpowered.
Have you guys watched How to Not Summon a Demon Lord? It's a fun show.
But
what's up?
instead we get to understand how exactly it is he obtains every bit of power he has.
I watched the
It's a
second
much
season.
more grounded approach to the power scaling aspect of isekai that we usually don't ever get to see. Especially if you compare it to other isekai where the scale typically starts at the top. So let's kick off this season of Mushoku Tensei Explained videos and take a look at how strong
31. No, it's not 31.
Rudeus has become up to where he is at the end of episode 11. Let's get started. The origins of Rudeus' power all stem from that very first textbook he found. A textbook of magic that we know taught him the basics. There were the 3 types of magic, the innate magical power required to use magic, the 2 main ways in which that magic was cast, and finally the supposed fact that one's level of magical power was inherited. The last was of course proven to be a misconception, but
Yeah.
it is widely believed that the amount of magical powers
I love
someone
those guys.
has is pretty much determined at birth. So, with these being the fundamentals, it's the way that Rudeus approaches them that makes his rise to powers somewhat different. You see, he didn't start out with these amazing skills or abilities like how
That's
Rinru
why I
or
love
Ainz
the show.
did. No. Instead, he taught himself various powerful techniques by applying these fundamentals of magic in ways that could only be possible due to his modern knowledge of science from his past life. That's the key thing that differentiates Rudeus from everyone else, by not being limited by the common preconceptions of the people of this new world. Not only can Rudeus investigate things for himself, but he can also test numerous different hypotheses and possibilities, most of which we get to see through his proficiency with elemental magic. Before we get to what those spells are though, the core of Rudeus' power mostly comes from things he'd taught himself while he was an infant. It's not so much something that can be attributed to the skills and spells he'd learned along the way, but more so the path and methods he took to develop himself. So, rather than focus on his individual spells and abilities, I think what's more important to focus on here is his techniques. The first of which was the extremely rare act of voiceless incantation. By placing himself into a state of mind that allows him to envision the spell that he wants, Rudeus found he was able to manipulate mana into almost any form imaginable. Of course
That means it's not special. Which I always say as a anime watcher, if he's just started getting incarnated and it already been so powerful, what are you watching it for? You're not going to watch it for his progression. Kau bukan tengok anime tu untuk tengok dia jadi lebih kuat, no. Kau just tengok dia gaduh. And it's going to be more towards the comedy side or whatnot.
wasn't something he could do instantly right from the get-go, but by
is
practicing
it?
the same spell over and over, Rudeus slowly learned to remember the sensations he felt while doing so.
But
Once
he didn't use the Frost Nova. He didn't use the Frost Nova while fighting the smuggler.
those feelings were ingrained into his mind,
Smuggler, he was more focused on using the mud.
and body, all that was left was to replicate them whenever that spell was needed. Imitating those same sensations throughout his mind and body allowed Rudeus to connect himself
Yeah,
to the
quite minor.
aspect of reality that he was trying to manipulate, pretty much in the exact same way that an incantation or magic circle did. After that, the final steps were to simply decide on the spell's size, shape, and strength. So, it's an inherently different method of casting that doesn't require a magic circle or incantation. Instead, the medium that manipulates the mana is simply the caster's mind and body. Now, while this is the fastest method of casting magic, it's not necessarily the most efficient. Yes, it does appear strong in comparison to the lengthy chants that are normally used, but at the same time it also requires a high level of focus and sometimes significantly more mana. Should a mage attempt to silently cast magic without an extensive mana capacity similar to Rudeus's, then it's likely they would find their mana reserves severely depleted after only a single spell. Reason being that modifications of size, shape, and speed that would normally be handled by the incantation or magic circle would now require additional mana from the caster, regardless of whether they're making a water ball smaller or bigger. Just the action of changing its default size still requires that additional bit of magical energy. So, the more intricate a spell becomes with regards to its modifications, the more mana it requires to cast it. That's why it's sometimes better to just rely on an incantation, especially if you're a mage who doesn't have the same extensive supply of mana that Rudeus does. As for why that's such a big deal, well, when it comes to magic, mana capacity is pretty much everything. You see, a mage in combat who doesn't have any mana is essentially the same thing as having Aqua as your support. They're completely useless and utterly unreliable. So, because Rudeus had spent the majority of his youth exhausting his own mana supply, he was able to increase its total capacity to a level that's around 40 to 50 times greater than that of an advanced magician, making this yet another one of the core aspects of magic that make him so powerful. Not only does this allow him to cast way more spells than what's normal, but it also means he can pump more mana into them to make them more potent. It's one of the most crucial aspects of his overall ability. Now, some of the initial spells that Rudeus had started with were the beginner level water spells like Water Ball, Water Shield, and Water Arrow, each requiring different amounts of magical energy depending on their application. There were also the spells of Ice Smash and Ice Blade, but Rudeus quickly determined that he wasn't only limited to those two. By tweaking the creation process for a spell like Water Ball, Rudeus found that he could freeze it into an ice ball, thus introducing him to a whole new world of experiment.
That is a skip content by itself. Pasal orang tak faham kenapa dia boleh guna banyak sangat magic when he only belajar pasal air. Tu pun orang kenapa dia overpowered sangat? Bukan dia start dengan air je ke? But the fundamental, he understand the fundamental of water magic. And elemental as heat with only water, macam-macam kau boleh buat. Ice, can use vapor, can make wind. Water banyak elemen dia boleh bagus. And campur dengan air jadi mud. And that's why dia nama Quagmire akan keluar nanti.
Experimentation. By the time he was 3, Rudeus had exemplified his intermediate level skills with the spell Water Cannon, and it was during his subsequent training with Roxy that he could no longer reach the bottom of his mana supply. Even after spending an entire half of a day using magic, at no point did Rudeus feel exhausted from significant mana depletion. It was only 1 year later that Rudeus had become proficient in advanced level spells, a lot of which were ranged attacks from each of the different branches of magic, and all of which could be cast without using an incantation. Then, the final concept he'd learned after that was the ever-growing field of melted magic. This was the ability to cast spells from different schools in quick succession, thus resulting in the creation of a new phenomenon. It was during his study of this topic that we learned Rudeus could use the AoE spells of Heat Island and Icicle Field. The former essentially heated up the surrounding area, while the latter did the opposite and froze it. Combine these two with a constant cast of Waterfall, and what you get is a combined magic spell that creates mist. In any case, that's pretty much the essence of how Rudeus likes to approach his attack magic. Well, not those two spells specifically, but the ability to combine several ones together to create something new. He's always looking for new ways to increase both the efficiency and potency of his magic, part of which comes from experimenting with new combinations of different spells.
Ah, that's fun. What the hell is this? Botol masa? What? Cawan baru ke tu? Oh god damn. Apa ni? Gambar ni?
真のデュエリストってことですか？これに勝って
I mellow, no, ini I syrup. Then that's going to be it. Sekejap. What is it? This one? No, this is not. Naked, lawan, pecahkan. I don't think he used Frost Nova in this one. Quagmire. So, pukul kat belakang. Sedar patah Darius. Yeah, it's a bit different. Yeah, well, I want aku nak yang ni, yang dia bekukan satu bandar. That is fine. Oh, Valorant. Cek je.
てば真のデュエリストってことですか？これさ、ちょっと待って。
That's not going to be the case. Relay wave is going to keep that one out. Just going to see if the ball hits the floor. If we're going to see one more goal. Triple commit. Who's the first one to it? Metzner is perfect. Recovery from him. He got onto the backboard, puts the ball down. Overtime for game number 1.
The finals.
BDS really playing some tricky shots here. Monkey Moon there shooting low underneath the pre-jump. We saw marked by 8 hitting the ball past the pre-jump.
Is it Johnny?
As well.
It is Johnny.
Endpoint. Definitely wayward at the moment. They might want to just calm down, stay grounded, wait for BDS to make a move before committing that heavily. That being said, they've made it into overtime, and we've made it past the kickoff as well, so we're right back into midfield play. Relaying wave offloads to Metza, intercepted by Monkey Moon.
Aku tak kenal dua-dua pasukan ni.
Himself this time. He had Monkey Moon as an option. Reset, not the hardest one, but it's enough as Monkey Moon's cleared the net.
Maksudnya semua orang mati lah sebab beku ke tak? Tak. Dia just bekukan area je. And also dibekukan wolf
for
tu.
Mark.
Dia tak
BDS take
bekulkan
game
orang.
1. Monkey Moon, available for the pass, not needed, still making himself useful.
Yeah, wiping out the other defender, no option left. And Endpoint, despite a very, very good fight, have lost game number 1. But for BDS, I mean, they've been here plenty. They're comfortable. They're not like Seiko. They've not, got themselves into their first tournament, first grand finals. This is just another tournament for them a lot of the times. So very, very difficult. And I'm hoping, though, if we get more of this Endpoint. They did not look scared at all by BDS.
No, they definitely took the game to them, and they're continuing to make great higher accuracy, or else BDS will continue to take games. Endpoint had chances here, didn't take them.
Kalau kau tengok macam mana high level play main kan, kau tengok Jazer dah. Jazer dia banyak buat highlight untuk semua freestyle spring. Oh wow. What the fuck? Dibawa ke sana and jauh je. Freestyle spring, okay, dia banyak buat highlight untuk freestyle spring.
Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. Just score it! Oh my god, there we go.
Or he goes up the wall, like tries to get a mid.
BDS look more threatening when they attack, and they've already realized that.
Sure, but if anything explodes again, you are telling Brim.
Main 1-2 game Zat. Lepas tu nanti aku tidur. Pasal mission apa? Ultimate ability. Dah dapat.
Endpoint are committing heavily to interceptions. We didn't see
found this really funny
the infield pass being utilized to too great of a degree there by BDS at the end of the game. And that was the main source of Endpoint's counter-attacking play. So it's up to Endpoint now to start to counter the next thing BDS are going to try, which looks to be solo plays. We saw there from Mark, not afraid of the air dribble. Seiko was trying to scare them away from doing that earlier by pre-jumping before the takeoffs even happened. But it's tough, if you do pre-jump before the...
Oh dude, that one, god damn, they skipped so much. I wish dia cakap lebih sikit. I wish he was telling me why is he discussing because of the mana. It's as big as the place. Yeah, Yep. Oh god.
The touch BD not going to come into play then. What a pass.
What the hell is going on?
Not afraid of the air dribbles.
She doesn't know that Rudis was from another world. She thought it was too ugly. Yeah. So she said that have twin, which is quite true because Rudy have a body from this world and a body from the previous world, which is our world. So that's why the twin came up.
Seiko was trying to scare him away from doing that earlier by
aims to take this team out of the tournament.
Yeah,
I was usually going to say here that it's easier said than
not really playing technically.
Dumb, but even saying it sounds incredibly difficult.
It does. Yeah, just beat BDS twice, but I think it's crucial to get a couple of early games. We said it earlier, when BDS get a foothold in a series, it's even harder to imagine them losing that. And even if you do come back against them, they can still have the game 5, game 7 ice, as we saw in the Swiss stage. Mark's already put one past Endpoint here, and I reckon that should have had somebody
not really
a touch on
like
it.
I said, I'm not really playing.
I think it was just a bit of an awkward choice there from Relating Wave. Rare to see him out of position in defense, but it has happened, and BDS already in front.
Yes. Now, for anyone that did join us last season, you might have a little bit of an alarm bell going off already, because there was fantastic teams that took BDS on that, were on form on the day. They'd already taken out 2 of the top that the region had to offer. And yet, Johnny, we got kind of just used to BDS 4-0s. That's just really how it was. So Endpoint, it's not alarm bells time just yet, but you want to start getting this going nice and quickly because BDS have a tendency of just going away with it.
Yeah, BDS, they've already identified the main threat that Endpoint were posing, those big interceptions. And now they're just not going for really risky passes. They're decided to dial it back a little bit, play more of a solo play style. Interceptions not going to come into play then. What a pass that is.
Wow.
No, that's the safe one. Marked by 8, shoots into the top corner from a fair distance. 123 kilometers an hour. What a shot by Mark.
Research?
We
I found it already.
12.
I found it already. It's not really Force Nova, but it's almost the same style. Oh god damn it! It's almost the same style. Actually, I found it. It's here. All the monster was frozen. It was in this facility. So he froze everything, and the whole town was frozen because of that.
Seiko's on top of each other and in front of each other. They still weren't reaching that. 2-0.
Ice field.
And BDS.
It's not really an ice field. It's more like he's freezing all the monster and freezing all the water, so that the monster is stuck. So it's more like a normal water freezing. It's not like an ice field because he's not doing that. He's not like freezing everything. He's just focusing on one direction, freezing all the water in one direction, and finishing the other in one direction as well.
Showing what they are made of. And they might get another one here off the backboard. Follow up by Mark isn't quite quick enough, so he's not going to get a hat trick just yet. Good thing for him, he's got 3.5 minutes to try and get that extra goal. Nice play by Metzer, looking to go solo, and I think those are the position. We're going to start getting really picky, where Seiko's going to need to start looking for the player instead of trying to go for a ridiculous play.
God.
Love the little recovery there from Extra. Tiny jump into the wave dash to stay right behind the ball. Very safe positioning the entire time if he is challenged. He's got a good hitbox to block it. That's a good touch by Metz. That should have been struck by
thanks for
Seiko,
coming
who's
in, bro.
missed his touch.
Hopefully you guys you enjoy
They're being
my stupid stream. Stay safe out there, man.
forced to move early here, and they're being punished every time that they make a mistake. 3-0, Monkey Moon easily slots in a shot from distance. Relating Wave loses control, but it was before that Seiko just going a bit faster than he's comfortable with. On the rebound, not making contact.
Yeah, Endpoint, I feel for me, need to just use the field a little bit more. There seems to be a very clear definition of offense and defense for them. In that position, don't pop the ball to your opponents. That's going to be off the backboard. And there's the shooting accuracy that has been plaguing Endpoint.
Yeah, 2 and 1. One off the post. Post and then goalkeeper. Straight, to the side of the goal and then straight towards the goalkeeper. You compare that to the shooting we're seeing from, a player like Mark, who just consistently hits the top shelf every single time with power. That's the difference at the moment, or at least one of them.
The line, so you would already see everybody on the blue side of the field, pretty much gathered on the halfway line. And that's another pass. Good thing that the block came in afterwards. If Endpoint are going to mount a comeback in this second game, they're going to have to start doing it very quickly. Time getting away from them. Another demo. Pass off to Monkey Moon. Instantly stopped. There's the follow attempt. Faked that one. Extras by himself. Looks to go over the top.
Oh, man.
And here's Relating Wave. Maybe going to have something from this. Metz is far too close. They've not really got another shooting option here.
It's just crazy. You get a really good 1v2 play there from Seiko. Free shot. And then Extra just saves it, pops it over the net. As if to say, what are you thinking? You really think you're going to score on me? You really think you're going to score on BDS? You think we're going to let you back into this game? You need to shoot perfectly against these guys. They're putting up a stance against every single attack that Endpoint and all their opponents today have thrown at them. Despite having such a high defensive line, BDS doing it their own way and doing it better than anyone else in the region.
Last game was 2-1, correct, Johnny?
I believe so, yes.
So, I mean, the only goal that we have seen has been the one time BDS just haven't had anyone back.
Yeah,
going across the field. This might be a little bit better. They can maybe take that advice. Yeah, maybe just keep demoing until nobody's left. 1 minute left here. very much looking like game 2 has gone over to BDS and in very dominant fashion.
And this just shows the level that BDS are at. This is why they were the team to beat for all of last season, and nobody was able to consistently beat them. They had, bad days here or there where they drop, one series or 2 series. And then, of course, no more so than the championships where they lost to Vitality twice. But throughout the entire season, despite Vitality winning the championships, I don't think anyone would argue that BDS's accomplishments were the greater of the 2 teams. Such a dominant team, still in this season, continuing to dominate. And that's when the rest of the region has seemingly stepped up, and other teams who were formerly top 6, Guild, last year's team Queso, now Giants, Vitality, SK Gaming finished I think 7th in the spring split. These teams are not even making it into the top 8. Meanwhile, BDS are still on top. It's just crazy to see the consistency from this lineup.
Oh, can we at least get 1 in? 2,
There we go.
has at least got his 2nd for the series. It felt like that one had to go in. Good play to at least set it up.
Winnable.
Blatant wave and
Winnable.
Metza. Yeah, no.
Look at that.
All right, Johnny. Here's where the kickoff strats come in.
It has to be. They've got to try and demo the kickoff here. That's the only way to get a good chance on net. Are they going to go for it? No, they're going to play standard. Well, still half a chance, but...
Go on, Metza.
Yeah, if the ball floats, if it goes up in the air at all, 4 seconds, might as well be 0. It's just not going to work. So I think Endpoint needs to go back to the drawing board there with the kickoff strat if they're going to give themselves a 2-goal comeback. But even if they do come up with something spicy, BDS are probably just going to grind the ball in the next one anyway. So they're not going to feel too bad about it.
We've just heard that is going to be timeout from Endpoint. I completely agree with this. This is already starting to look like BDS have figured this one out.
Yeah.
Just get this one burnt. Talk to each other. We already saw Endpoint make great use earlier on.
Oh my!
What's this we're looking at?
They playing some musical
demonstration.
A bit of musical chairs, it seems. No, I'm not liking this. I'll switch seats. I think Metza is just trying to stretch off a little bit, release some of that tension.
You know what? I like it. I absolutely like it. Just come back, just refreshed a little bit. Even if it's tough, no matter what it is, just change something.
It's tough. They've just come out of a very, very hard-fought semi-final with Carmine Corp going all the way to Game 7. A lot of energy, emotional and physical, has gone into that. And now they're just being battered mentally by BDS, because even coming into this, you're thinking to yourself that it's an impossible task to beat them twice. And then in the first series, you're already losing 2 games to 0. And outside of a few big interceptions and a few clutch goal line saves in Game 1, nothing's worked for you. The shots have been all over the place, and BDS have been making their plays. They're just doing their thing, and they don't seem to have a weakness right now. BDS, nothing to say. They're just going to do what they do best. And I think in the minds of everyone watching, win this series without any difficulty. I just don't see how Endpoint come back from here.
Well, Endpoint stretching the arms. BDS stretching their lead so far in this series. And we did speak to Extra. I know, shocker that. We tend to speak to Extra an awful lot on these broadcasts. But he was saying that the reason why they felt so uncomfortable against Vitality is that sort of pressure they just weren't used to.
Yeah.
They thought Vitality had a little bit more experience at those sort of situations. But if we are talking experience and we're talking online tournament grand finals, this is the most experienced team in the world right now in BDS. It's a big ask for Endpoint. We're looking towards the coach. We're looking towards Metza to really be the voices here to figure some things out, because it's very easy to start shelling up when things are going this wrong for you.
Yeah, they've got a couple of options. Endpoint aren't a one-play style team either. They used to be. In the fall split last season, it was very much the demo-focused playstyle. Virtuoso running Riot, Metza and Relating Wave trying to hold it down, often in a 2v3 in defense. Now with Seiko in the roster, it's a much more balanced team, and that does give them versatility. But they need to act, and they need to act fast. And, really, more so than changing the strategy, I think they just got to execute on their shots. They really just have to hit their shots to a higher standard. That's, for me, the biggest difference between BDS and Endpoint.
Yeah, right now you'll just see the confidence difference, but a couple of goals going your way, which Endpoint, we're not saying they've not got any chances of scoring. They've got opportunities like this. Okay, that's a bit better. And that's also absolutely deflating for Endpoint. They finally got it absolutely perfect. And BDS, no sweat whatsoever. Just stop it.
Yeah, great read there by Mark. He predicted where the shot was headed and timed his interception to perfection. Lovely little fake challenge there by Seiko. Baits the clear and turns in a place that he can get back and guide it into the corner. Endpoint have looked pretty comfortable in this kind of spot, actually. You know, it's not really a position BDS are going to try and force, especially with how many passes just proves to be too risky for BDS in those spots. They haven't gone back to those risky passes from the corner since game 1.
For me, BDS are finding a lot of success, mostly on just leaving a player behind the midfield line. Just Endpoint haven't quite been able to figure that out just yet. Monkey Moon puts the ball over to safety, and then Mark Baye, of course, fakes somebody in your final third. Nice pass back over to Metza. And at least boost secured for now, so a lot of work now for Seiko to do.